Hello students, today we are going to discuss the last part of the immune system, that is immunodeficiency disease. We are discussing actually the disorders of immune system. This is the third disease. We have already discussed allergy and second disease we have discussed autoimmune disorder. So in this video we will discuss the immunodeficiency diseases. So what are the immunodeficiency disease? As the name suggests, what happened? It is the deficiency of the immune cells, and due to this our body cannot fight against the pathogen. And if our body cannot fight against the pathogen, then any type of pathogen can enter into our body and we will suffer from the diseases. Okay, so what is the immunodeficiency disease? It is actually the absence of, it is a condition of absence of the immune cell, right? So this immune cell can be absent right from the birth or maybe after birth. That means it can be genetic or it can be acquired, right? So if the individual do not have the immune cell right from the birth, then this is known as the primary immunodeficiency disease. And if the individual have some type of invasion inside the body, like microbial infection or suppose bacterial or viral, or due to any of the condition, if foreign particle enters and after that he develops the destruction of the immune cell, then immunodeficiency occurs. That will be acquired in the lifetime. That will be known as the secondary immunodeficiency disease, right? So primary immunodeficiency disease, this is actually genetic, right? And secondary immune diseases that will be acquired in the lifetime, right? So what is that? That will be the secondary immunodeficiency disease, right? Now I can give you some example of the primary and the secondary immunodeficiency disease. One very common disease is SCID, okay? And in secondary immunodeficiency disease, all of us we heard that is AIDS, right? Now what is the full form of SCID? This SCID means severe combined immunodeficiency, CNC disease, right? And secondary immunodeficiency disease, AIDS, means acquired immunodeficiency disease. That means the individual acquires this condition, that in the lifetime he had some invasion of a virus, that is HIV, and due to that the individual destroy its own immune system, and that may lead to the condition that is HIV/AIDS. That is a secondary immunodeficiency disease. We will discuss later on. First of all, we'll see the primary immunodeficiency disease, that is genetic. That means right from the birth that individual have this condition. So disease is severe combined immunodeficiency disease. That means a baby that is born without any type of B and T cell. He do not have any type of antibody and even the T cells, and that's why whenever he is born he will susceptible to all kinds of diseases. Okay, so actually it was first of all discovered in around 1990, when a 4-year-old girl, she was suffering from SCID, and she frequently suffered from the disease and she was not able to recover from the disease. So then blood test was done, and in blood test it was found that there was no immune cell present. So what was the condition? So condition was that the individual, what happened, our stem cells are present, right? So B stem cell actually requires one enzyme, that is ADA, adenosine deaminase enzyme, and that enzyme will help in the production of the B lymphocyte, right? Okay, and this B lymphocyte will start to mature. right? Now that condition is appeared when the ADA enzyme producing gene, that is ADA gene, was abnormal. It was a gene which is producing the ADA enzyme was properly not working. There was some problem in the ADA producing gene, and that's why the stem cell cannot produce the B lymphocyte and T lymphocyte. So that's why that girl, she was suffering from that disease. Okay, that is SCID. Till now only you have to know about this type only. SCID means severe combined immunodeficiency disease, where ADA, that means adenosine deaminase enzyme producing gene is malfunction, or it is abnormal. Due to what? She was born without immune cell and she was suffering from all kinds of disease. But yes, there was a treatment. What is the treatment? That is gene therapy. So due to the advancement of the genetic engineering, then what happened? The B lymphocytes were manufactured outside the body, and then B lymphocytes were introduced into the body. Then in the body, the girl can fight against the pathogen. So what happened? Gene therapy here, it is possible if suppose prior to the birth, that means in the embryonic state, if it is understood that she is going to suffer from SCID, then by just replacing the stem cells, directly the individual can recover from that condition, that is SCID. But once that girl is born, after that the bone replacement, that means bone marrow replacement, can be a treatment, or maybe after some period of time that girl or that boy has to be injected with the B cell, B lymphocyte. Then he can able to fight against that pathogen or any type of pathogen. So this is not actually, if it is injected, after some period of time those B and T lymphocytes, they are going to die, right? And she has to take these injections of the that injections at an interval of time, right? So that is known as the primary immunodeficiency disease. So one disease we have discussed, that is severe combined immunodeficiency disease, where ADA producing gene was abnormal. It was not able to convert the stem cell, hematopoietic stem cell, to produce or differentiate and proliferate the B cell, B lymphocyte cell. So that's why the baby was born without the humoral as well as the cell mediated immunity. So that is the disease, that is SCID. Next one, the secondary immunodeficiency disease. So what happened that first of all, in this secondary type of immunodeficiency disease, the individual will born with the B and T cell. But in this lifetime, maybe due to the action of some foreign particle or some pathogen, or maybe in any condition, those foreign particles have entered and that individual suffer from that disease, that is secondary immunodeficiency disease, right? One disease, that is AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency disease. Okay, so in this acquired immunodeficiency disease, there is a pathogen that actually enters through due to any contact. I will tell you what is the mode of transmission. What is the virus present? Virus is HIV. That is human immunodeficiency virus. So this human immunodeficiency virus, once it enters inside the body, it attacks the macrophages and the T lymphocyte, right? Actually T helper cell. So this T helper cell, which is also known as CD4 cell, cytotoxic cell will be known as CD8 cell. So in this condition, the HIV will enter inside the macrophage as well as it will enter inside the T helper cell. and due to that the individual will start to decrease the T helper cell gradually, and once it decreases at a severe amount, suppose the T helper cell is very much less, then what will happen, that individual will be susceptible to any kinds of diseases. So the body will have very weak immune system, and he may suffer from all kinds of diseases. That is a basic problem, basic symptom, basic cause of this disease, that is HIV/AIDS. Why he will suffer from all kinds of diseases, right? So first of all, I will tell you in this video, I will give you just the structure, shape of the virus. In the next video, I will tell you the other type of thing. Okay, so just see this HIV virus, how it look like. Okay, so this HIV virus will have two strands, two molecules of single-stranded RNA. Okay, two molecules of single-stranded RNA will be present. Along with that, it will have the enzyme, that is reverse transcriptase enzyme, right? So reverse transcriptase enzyme will be present along with the genome, that is single-stranded RNA. It's two molecules. Now around that single-stranded RNA, we're going to have two protein codes, right? There are two protein codes will be present, and outside the two protein codes there is a lipid bilayer, right? And this lipid bilayer, suppose this is the lipid bilayer. So we know that now lipid will have two parts, one is hydrophobic, another is hydrophilic. So both this hydrophobic and hydrophilic part will be present, right? So this is the lipid bilayer, and this lipid bilayer will be spiked with, it will be also going to have another type of antigenic site, what is known as, this is known as GP120. It's actually a glycoprotein. So it is spiked with, this lipid bilayer is spiked with a glycoprotein layer, that glycoprotein components, what is that? This is known as GP120, right? So this is the virus. In the next video, I will tell you what is the mode of transmission, how it can enter, what is the life cycle of HIV, everything we will discuss in the next video. So that is about the different type of immunodeficiency diseases. Two type of immunodeficiency diseases we can have. First one is the primary immunodeficiency disease, and second is the secondary immunodeficiency disease. In the primary immunodeficiency disease, the individual will have genetic problem, due to what the baby will be born without any immune cell, right? And in secondary immunodeficiency disease, what happened, the individual will have the BNT lymphocyte at prior time, that means in the birth he will have all the BNT cell, but whenever he will be exposed to some type of pathogen, he will kill all the type of immune cell, and later on immune system can be weakened in that way that immune system cannot work at all. So that condition, this is known as secondary immunodeficiency disease. One example we have discussed. In the primary immunodeficiency disease, it is SCID, severe combined immunodeficiency disease, and in the secondary immunodeficiency diseases, we have to discuss the whole life cycle of the very important disease, that is AIDS, and that is acquired immunodeficiency disease. In this video, we have discussed only the structure of the virus HIV. That means human immunodeficiency virus, where the genome is two molecules of single-stranded RNA. Along with that, it will also have two enzyme molecule, that is reverse transcriptase. Around them they will have three layers. Two of them they will be protein layers, and one layer is lipid layer. And outside it is going to have the antigenic site GP120, and that GP120 will be covered by our own protein. Okay, and because of that we will not able to find the pathogen as foreign. Our T lymphocyte and the macrophages who will distinguish that pathogen inside that macrophages and the T helper cell, this pathogen will enter and increase their number. So that's the way what will happen. The individual will start to decrease the macrophage and the T helper cells or CD4 cells. And this way the individual will develop the condition disease AIDS, right? So that is all about the video. Hope you have understood. In the next video, we will see the life cycle of AIDS, right? Thank you. So that is all about the video. Hope you have understood.